ಮೈಕ್ ತಂದಿಲ್ವಾ?
I checked after that I think is there working fine. Working fine. The thing is completely gone means missing. Yes,
Probably in 2 months or
that is that adjustment, brake oil replacement, chain adjustment, no errors, nothing sir. And chain inquiry I just make a grease, it's completely fine now. I'll show you. Before I think there is some hard in the ear. I just put the grease. It's fine completely. Before quite hard. Now only one hand is completely fine. I'm saying this read and the chain.
it's loop, no?
Yes, loop completely clean and I put the loop. So take care the chain every 500 to 1000 kilometers. And rest of everything is fine. Only the major thing is
Clutch cable is fine?
clutch is fine. I just make a loop in it. Fine. See, before it's very hard.
XP95 is what? Pure?
95 can be
I am using V-Power now because 95 and 100 not available.
Ducati recommend sell it, but not this one.
Why is it coming up?
Because of fuel. Fuel is there, right? This will give you the whole circle. That is the reason. When you start, just keep it at least 1 to 2 minutes. Then after you raise the bike. Okay? I'll take the bike. The bike is fine. Just wipe the bike. to 8,000 or 1 year one time. Next year only 10,000 it won't run. Next year yes sir. Because as per the manual for only the Europeans, not Indians. Even air filter you are riding very low, but air filter are complete good. So just clean completely and the box everything. You just feel and tell me the comments. I will put in the review.
Sure,
you like it.
Thank you. Speeding is also done.
Check the brakes sir, please.
ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
So 29,856.
ಗೈಸ್ ಇದ್ರ ಬೆಲೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. 55,000 ಗೈಸ್. Okay, it is 1 day past the service and we have got the bill. So let me explain what and all is there and how much it costed, the $1 million question. Let us start. I'll show you here. For obvious reasons I can't show the bill because there will be engine number, chassis number and all of that, but I will read aloud everything. Okay, let us start with the labors of everything. So you already saw in the video what and all was done on the bike. Oil was drained, new oil was put in, oil filter was removed, new oil filter was put in, air filter was cleaned, the front handlebar bearing was greased, chain adjustment, chain tightening. Then the major thing, timing belts were replaced. Now even if the bike has not done much of mileage, but my service advisor Balaji told that it is very critical component for the engine and after every 3 to 5 years it requires replacing. So I told I don't want to fiddle with the engine parts, replace it. That is the major cost. Apart from that, it is not super expensive as I thought. You will come to know as and when I read it aloud. But yeah, first let's go with each component and then the total bill. Okay, so let us start. Timing belt, this is the labor. Okay, all the first few things are labors for whatever was done. Timing belt adjustment was 1180 rupees, 1180. Timing belts replacement, removing and putting the new one, is 3540 rupees. Okay, and then oil service is 3540 rupees, removing the old oil, putting the new oil and oil filter change. Brake bleeding, now what is brake bleeding is, say suppose your brakes are little loose, they will pump out the oil, put in the fresh oil and then they'll pump it and then they'll bleed through all the cables and everything. That's brake bleeding in layman's terms. That is 826 rupees, 826. Next is chain cleaning and lubrication, again 826. That will end the labor part. The total price for the labor, okay, is 9,912 rupees, 9912. Before tax it is 8,050, 8050. After adding all the tax, SGST, CGST, IGST, it is 9,912 rupees. Now let us come to the spares parts. Okay, let us start. Brake cleaner 700 ml for brake bleeding, that is 285 rupees. Brake fluid, the new brake fluid that has to be put in, that is 130 rupees. Okay, I think some 100 or 200 ml, 130 rupees. Chain cleaner, okay, that is 210 rupees. The chain, one second. Chain cleaner 210 rupees. Chain spray, that is the lubrication spray, 233 rupees. Engine oil, okay, shell advance, 3,850 rupees, 3.5 liters. Next is oil filter, again from Ducati, I think it is SOGEF5 something, 1,563 rupees oil filter. Next is the major thing, timing belts. I told no, there will be two timing belts, one horizontal and vertical, both has to be replaced together. And every 3 to 5 years, even if your bike has done 0 kilometers, Ducati recommends it to change it, so we changed it. Both timing belts put together cost 12,956 rupees. That is the major cost. Then nuts, some 3-4 nuts, 418 rupees. Copper gasket, 100 rupees. Spring washer, 200 rupees. Okay, so the total spares will come up to 19,945 rupees. Before tax it is 10,000, 16,090, no, 10,300 rupees. After tax it will come up to 19,944 rupees. Then adding spares and labor together will be 29,856 rupees. So almost 30,000 rupees is the service value. It labor amount is 9912 INR, spares amount is 19,944 rupees. So this is how expensive it is to maintain a super bike. Now, as I told you, timing belts were changed and that was the majority cost. So along with labor and everything, that itself will be around 15 to 16,000 rupees as per my calculation, approx, again not the exact value. So, and it is not like that every other year or every other service you need to change the timing belts, but every 3 to 5 years once it changes. So say suppose if you even subtract that, it will cost you around, so even if you subtract, it will cost you around 16 to 17,000 rupees a general service without any issues. Now if any issues come up, then God bless you, especially with Italian bikes, because now they told me that probably in a year or the next service I'll have to change the rear suspension. That will cost me around 65,000 to 70,000 rupees. Okay, so when you have a super bike, you need to be prepared to all of this. So general service without all of this and or any major things will cost you around roughly 15 to 17,000 rupees. And if you ask me, that is not too expensive to maintain a super bike, because my interceptor, if I take it to service, it will be around 7 to 8,000 rupees general service. So yeah, but there's one more thing, the brake pads were nice on my bike. If again brake pads had to be replaced, you add extra 11,000 rupees to that. So it goes on, because Brembo brake pads are expensive, and if you take it to, I don't know about other superbike service centers, but Ducati will not use any other spare parts. Even you will be like, I will get EBC or I will get Vesra from other things and I'll get installed, they will not do it. You have to get it from outside. So their Brembo brake pads is around 11,200 rupees if I'm not wrong. So that is how expensive it is. You need to know how expensive it is to maintain super bikes, because buying one is easy, maintaining one is the actual job. So that was it for today's video. We'll be making more videos now that we have the camera set up, the mic set up, everything. Stay tuned.